Hi guys, so I wanted to do I'm gonna start out on the wrong foot. I wanted to do a tutorial for you today because I've been posting a lot of journals, which is great and wonderful and all of that, but I like to kind of mix it up and do lots of different kinds of videos. So I'm gonna do a little tutorial for you today. My video for last night and this morning was this journal flip through, and you saw the cover and how I used an embossing folder, and I just wanted to do a quick tutorial and show you how I got this effect and how you can get it really easily for the covers of your journal too. Of course, you don't have to use them on covers. You could use them as pockets or tuck spots or journaling cards or anything else on the inside of your journal as well. So the folder that I chose to work with today was this one. It's kind of like a floral folder, and I did two different ones so that we can play around with it. And I'm going to grab a craft mat here. And here's a suggestion I have for you guys too. The craft mats, if you buy them at the craft store, are really expensive. This is just a cutting board, like one of those flexible cutting boards. So that's what we're gonna use to work with today. So the two things, first I'm going to show you how I did the perfect pearls, and then we're going to try something new. So I have the Perfect Medium by Ranger, and then some perfect pearls. I have Sunflower Sparkle and Pink Gumball. Of course, you could use any colors you wanted. I also have the Perfect Medium brush and a Perfect Pearls brush as well. I'm not going to do the entire thing because it is very labor intensive, but let me see. I might need to zoom in a little bit so you guys can see what I'm doing here. Okay. So pretty much wherever you want the perfect pearls to stick, you're going to use an embossing powder type medium. The Perfect Medium by Ranger is an embossing, a sticky medium, so you can emboss with it. You can use perfect pearls with it. I have seen videos where you can use other types of embossing and all that. I have not tried that, but you know, I've seen it work on other videos. So this brush here is what we're going to be using. Pretty much it's just the sticky embossing. So there's not, this is kind of getting dry. Maybe I'll kind of rub it in the stamp pad here to sticky it up. Okay. Then pretty much wherever I want the perfect pearls to stick, I'm going to brush it on. So if we're going to work here in this flower, and the cover that I did with the birds, I did it very sloppily, very messily, very kind of blending technique. So, you know, and that's going to depend how careful you want to be with it. What effect are you going for? Are you going for a precise effect or not? So we're just going to work on this flower. So then once I colored in, and you can kind of see it change the color of the cardstock. Wherever that is where the Perfect Pearls is going to stick. So you're just going to dab a brush in and very lightly brush it over. And it's okay that you get outside the lines because it's not going to stick to anything else. So once you brush it over, you can just brush all of the excess away. And as you can see, it sticks only there. Now we can go in and add a second color. I'm going to add a little bit of pink inside of it. So I'm going to, again, this brush has been well used, and I got it used. I bought like a lot. So I'm sure that a brand new brush would be a little bit more precise, but that's okay. I like the effect this gives. So now we're using this pink one here. And again, I'm just going to brush it in. There we go. and then brush the excess off. And as you could see, we could continue and we could cover the entire thing, and we could do all the leaves, and you know, or we could highlight one flower, whatever we wanted to do. Perfect Pearls, you do have to set with water or it could smudge off. So I just have a spray bottle here and spray kind of far away, or like spray a mist and then kind of run it through the mist. And that will set it. So it has a really beautiful, nice shimmer to it. Now, if we're going to turn that into a cover, what I did here on this one is I took a piece of scrapbook paper. I used my silhouette to cut an oval out in the middle of the paper, and then I distressed the edges. I think I used Gathered Twigs Distress ink, and then I used it as a frame over. But of course, there's a million ways you could do that, and that's just how I happened to do that. All right, so that's pretty much, these would make great tags and things like that too. So that's how I do that effect. Now this other effect is going to be something I haven't even tried before. So this is going to be fun. I just thought of it. So we're going to grab another embossed piece of cardstock and we're going to play with the Distress Oxides. Yesterday, Ranger and Tim Holtz announced that they're adding 12 more colors to the line, and I'm really excited about that. I doubt that I will get them right away. I'm trying to not buy quite as many craft supplies so that I can save up so that I can replace my computer in a year or so when it needs to be replaced and get a really good one or something like that. So I'm trying to save my craft money, at least a big chunk of it, toward getting a new computer or something like that. But I will try to get the new colors sooner rather than later. But today I have fossilized amber and walnut stain, and I'm going to try to do kind of like, just see what it does, see what the oxide does on this. I actually don't really know what it's going to do. So I'm going to start, I think I want to do the walnut stain on the background, and these are great. You can also get ones like this at the dollar store. They're great for working with these inks. They wipe right off. They work great. Okay, so I'm going to spray it real good. I think my spray bottle is a little on the heavy side there. All right. Then I'm just going to kind of swipe it through. All right. And we'll see, that's cool. Like it's picking up on some parts and not other parts. So I'm going to take my heat gun and dry that. I should have that right behind me. At least partially dry it. So we can start adding some layers. Okay. Now I'm going to add some fossilized amber up here in the corner. Spray it a little less this time. I think I went overboard. Okay. Hope I'm in frame here. There we go. Just kind of, yeah, that's really cool. Really awesome. I'm probably going to actually use this exact one for a cover. And then you guys can be like, I remember that one. We did that in a tutorial. So then I'm just kind of picking up some more of the color here and there where I want it. These colors, you know, if they mix, it's fine. You're just going to get a brown, but I'm trying to keep the yellow a little bit separate so you can see the difference between the fossilized amber and the walnut stain. Okay, I really like the oxide effect. So then I'm just going to finish drying it and we'll be done. When you dry it is really where that oxide's going to come out. There. So then what I will probably do with this is, again, take a coordinating scrapbook piece of paper and cut an oval out and then frame like the middle right here. Or you can take some, you know, whatever ink you want, maybe just ink the edges up and make a really big tuck spot or pocket for your journal, or sew around the edge and use it as a background on the cover, more as a rectangle. But I hope that gives you guys like 2 ideas. There's a lot of other ideas as well. Actually, yeah, I'm going to tell you about another one. I wish I had the paper here in front of me. I'm going to need to do a tutorial on it. My husband actually came up with this third one, and we embossed, and then we used embossing powder on just the raised areas, and we used an acrylic block to do that, and it came out amazing. I wish I had that piece with me. I'm thinking of it now, but I'll have to do a tutorial on that one. That one is going to take a little bit more time, but I hope you like those 2 effects and you can use them in your junk journals.